Let me just at least.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm
These girls think they're so tough, then they get whooped by a pretty girl. It's just not the same, I'm telling you, trust me.
If Katie Taylor's willing, I'm ready and able to make this an equal fight, 12 rounds, 3 minutes.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
So Katie, are you up for it?
Girl, Bob, don't ever disrespect me. I would never fight on the undercard of Jake Paul. I'm a 3-time division world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist in boxing. Like, I can beat up Jake Paul. Real hot girl shit.
I just kept saying in my head, and new. When I'm on the bag in the gym, that's what I'm saying, and new. And that's what happened.
He didn't ask me about Jesus, he asked me about the heel man. Nigga, let Mary know what time it is. You know, I'm top dog. She's never been in a ring with a dog before. You know, I'm a pit bull chained up. She's like the poodle in a picket white fence. You know what I'm saying? Barking for no reason.
This is the start of the takeover for me in the lightweight division. I don't see how to fight these belts.
I know she wants to come here tonight to witness greatness. Maybe you can learn something from me. We can get the rematch on in the parking lot right now, too.
SDS Promotions.
It was Lamb versus Lion. It is over.
These girls think they're so tough, then they get whooped by a pretty girl. It's just not the same, I'm telling you, trust me.
If Katie Taylor's willing, I'm ready and able to make this an equal fight, 12 rounds, 3 minutes.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
So Katie, are you up for it?
Girl, Bob, don't ever disrespect me. I would never fight on the undercard of Jake Paul. I'm a 3-time division world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist in boxing. Like, I can beat up Jake Paul. Real hot girl shit.
I just kept saying in my head, and new. When I'm on the bag in the gym, that's what I'm saying, and new. And that's what happened.
He didn't ask me about Jesus, he asked me about the heel man.
Nigga, let Mary know what time it is. You know, I'm top dog. She's never been in a ring with a dog before. You know, I'm a pit bull chained up. She's like the poodle in a picket white fence. You know what I'm saying? Barking for no reason.
This is the start of the takeover for me in the lightweight division. I don't see how to fight these belts.
I know she wants to come here tonight to witness greatness. Maybe you can learn something from me. We can get the rematch on in the parking lot right now, too.
SDS Promotions.
It was Lamb versus Lion. It is over.
These girls think they're so tough, then they get whooped by a pretty girl. It's just not the same, I'm telling you, trust me.
If Katie Taylor's willing, I'm ready and able to make this an equal fight, 12 rounds, 3 minutes.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo, your Sunday edition. It's the recap. I'm back from Detroit, and it was an amazing time, man. First and foremost, shout out to B. Paulie, Michigan's own. B. Paulie has been part of the community for quite some time. Met us at the airport and had the amazing care package, man. I'm talking about 800 cones, okay? Just in case we needed to roll something up. He had 800 cones, 2 brand new grinders, 2 different strains, and a pre-roll. You feel me? So he had 2 different quarter ounces plus a pre-roll, man. Salute to B. Paulie, man. I mean, I don't think no one has done it like that. And if you have, my bad, I'm a smoker. But Detroit was amazing. Shout out to what is it called, man? I guess I should Google it so I don't blow it here, right? But it is the Joe Louis Restaurant. Where? In Detroit. Detroit. Yo, it was alright out there, man. Shout out to Clarissa. She did her thing. So it's called Joe Lewis's Joe Lewis Southern Kitchen. If you're in Detroit, check it out. Especially if you're a boxing fan, it's perfect. I had the brown bomber, and it was waffles and chicken and waffles, like smothered. So I don't know. You gotta try it. It was great. It came with strawberries, all that greatness. But shout out to everybody in Detroit, man, that linked up. Man, bro, the TSA listens to the show. I'm in the TSA line this morning, catching a flight back to Vegas. He's like, Ness, boxing voice. I'm like, what up, bro? So we cross TSA, and he goes over there to meet us or whatever, introduces himself, and he's like, "Yeah, my name is Karim." He, long story short, yo, because of us, his brother signed up to Teen Combat League. So just official, man, official. Salute. Love this audience. It's amazing. Yesterday I got the pleasure of meeting Kenneth Covington. He's been a Patreon forever and been listening to the show forever. He's literally gone through every single host. He knows everything, and literally he knows everything. It's crazy. That's my first time meeting him, and he's like right off the bat. He's like, "Oh shit, that's Danny's brother, the mechanic, the diesel mechanic." He's like, he knows everything, bro. He knew everything. It's amazing to see how far this show has gone and is going. I mean, Detroit was truly fun. I'm glad the weather was good. It wasn't too humid, and it definitely wasn't cold. It got chilly fight night, but that was all right. You know what I mean? By the time it was really cold, like 1 in the morning, we in the hotel, or at least in front of it, smoking. But what a weekend, man! What a weekend. Unfortunately, I didn't make it to the weigh-in. I had my flight, even though I left here at 5 in the morning. Still didn't get to the weigh-ins on time, or I wouldn't have made it on time, rather. And I didn't get to see, but I'll just start from the atmosphere at the hotel. I stood at the MGM, and I don't know that everyone was there, but that's where the casino is, the best casino according to people in the city. Right? There's another one called Motor City where they say is obviously a little more street, and then there's one that's just totally hood. So the MGM is literally allegedly the best one, right? So you know, I got to see a very good portion of the crowd that was staying there, with the amount of times I go in and out to smoke, right? So, that translated, I feel like, to the audience in the arena. Come fight night, this is my first female card, right? I didn't go to Katie Taylor Serrano in New York City. And can you think of a bigger fight, right? I didn't go out to Clarissa Shields for Marshall in the UK. Um, so, and we don't have many women that draw, right? Like, I'm not a Katie Taylor fan in the sense that I'm going to go to her fights, especially all the way in the UK. Nor am I like this huge fan of Serrano that I'm gonna go to her fights in New York. Um, Clarissa earned that respect, I believe, with her accolades, what she's done in the short amount of time that she's done it. Um, so and it was work for me, it was no bias, you know what I mean. I was there with Stage Front. Shout out to Stage Front for having the boxing voice there and feeling that we need to continue to be part of boxing history and be at all the memorable fights, doing live shows, um, and being part of their hospitality packages, as some of the live entertainment for people that buy those tickets. Salute to Kenneth Covington, whose wife bought him 2 tickets to the Stage Front VIP where I got to meet him, and he told me how he was been a listener for over 11 years and a Patreon forever. And salute to Fred Robinson. He paid the last time out. Salute to Terrell Harris, aka Fire Flame. He won this time around 2 VIP passes, and he brought his significant other. And that's the beauty of partnering with Stagefront, man. Our audience is actually, taking advantage of these great, raffles and seat packages that Stagefront's put together. So salute to Fred, Terrell, and Kenneth, that have purchased these and got that experience. Like yesterday, Tommy Hearns was there. Alicia Bumgarner was there. There was quite a few people, and it was an intimate VIP. It was at the Players Club. Ironically, you know how Detroit is, right? As you can see, Clarissa's walkout, which we'll get to in detail. She came out with the what is it? I don't want to mess it up. Danny's not here to correct me, but I think it's buffs, right? Not bluffs. It's buffs. So she came out with the glasses, paying homage, to the city, and yeah, I'm just like, wow, because she's from Flint, Michigan, so she really put on in Detroit. That's not her city, you know what I mean? And that's the Little Caesars Arena, right? Again, so remember that I'm not a guy that has gone to all these women's boxing matches, let alone headlines, right? So it was damn impressive to me to see over 11,000 people in that arena for Clarissa Shields. Um, it was it was pretty dope. Let me tell you, she brings them out, and it's funny, right? Because she gets a lot of female support. There were so many women in attendance. It was crazy. 11,784. Now she gave away 1,000 to a bunch of kids, and that was another beautiful moment where she, I don't know which I got to see, because I seen that the zone was having all types of issues, so I don't know what you got to see, so I'll just tell you my story, right? So she gave away 1,000 tickets to, I want to say definitely children, but I want to say the same, like something that she was in as a child. Let's just put it like that, because I don't want to fuck it up. It was hard to remember everything. But long story short, they made the children that did get there on behalf of Clarissa Shields' special invite, raise their cell phones and turn on their light. And the 1,000 kids in the arena, did that, and it was dope because it was all over. She gave all types of tickets out, so you can see the lights everywhere. And again, I've never been to a female headline fight, not that I can remember. So to see grown men like knock out Chip, go to the bot, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty crazy. It was a good feeling. Um, Watching her, you know, uh, hear her accolades be read off. That was an amazing uh you could tell that was an amazing feeling for her. I don't know why it made me feel good. As you can see, I'm fucking smiling. But I was happy for her. I think that's what it is. And that's why I'm smiling so much, right? Like she got her moment, as they read off every accolade. And she is such a character. I hate to associate her with this person, but I also loved him in his prom. Like I loved him. I went to war with Robert Garcia over Brona. And I swear to God, she reminds me of Brona. The walkout, the dancing in the walkout, the rapping in the walkout, the flashiness, the slick talking, the thinking that she's great. I mean, it's Brona. It's Brona. It's Brona, man. And but she could fight. Not that Berna can't, because I don't want that to be heard wrong. Shout out to Berna Fight Week this week. But she can fight. She's really, really good. And that's kind of my first poll question. So let me remind you guys that I do have a poll here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where this is your choice for Boxing Talk Daily. And what you should have done a long time ago is subscribe. And if you haven't, go ahead and do so. Click that notification bell right now. Yeah, man. I got a $2 super chat here from Keep It and Moving. He says, nah, I agree with Punch Drunk. No KO, almost fell asleep. Hand on mouth emoji, sleep emoji. I mean, people gonna hate. Like Punch doesn't like Devin. He calls him boring because he doesn't, get knockouts. You guys are just not real fans. And I know he'll argue with me and, call me names, or you guys will call me names, but that's just the truth. You're not a real fan. You're a fan of a style. You're a fan of a style because this sport isn't about. Look at Dimitri Salita talking about why didn't you come? Motherfucker, I was there, champ. Let me send him a photo. What do I got? What do I got? I'll send him my ticket. But yeah, man, you're a fan of a style. You're not a fan of the sport. Like, I was excited. First of all, I bet decision. This is me. Patting myself on the fucking back again, again. You call me the biased voice, but how many fucking weeks in a row is this? I gave y'all a plus 312 parlay that hit. Every 100 means 312 plus your 100 back. Every 1,000 means 3,012 plus your 1,000 back. Stop fucking playing with me. I'm the man. So you was mad, just like you Pacquiao fans, when you watched him fight Mayweather. You was mad because you thought Pacquiao was going to knock out Mayweather. You was mad because you thought Claressa Shields was going to knock out Maricela Cornejo. No, you're in. Don't say idiot, Nesta. Grow and be greater than. You are not educated enough on this sport. You understand? That's not her thing. Yo, right now I wanted to say estúpido so bad. It's like, it's your fault. It's your fault. You're falling victim to your not anticipation, your expectations. Don't do that. First of all, learn about the sport. Maricela Cornejo went 20 rounds with Franchon Cruz. Like, why would she get stopped? No, tell me. Go ahead, get out way. Tell me. No, really, tell me, why would she get stopped? Like, this is why I want to insert stupid. Because it's like, no, Claressa's the GWOAT. She's going to stop her just because. She's got two knockouts in her entire career, but tonight she's going to get the knock. Man, shut your ass up and enjoy this sport. Silly. Nobody should be thinking she was going to get no knockout. And anybody out here doing that is, looking for views. You feel me? Because she's a boxer. Maybe if she changes her approach. Maybe if she goes to the body in combination. Because she does go to the body, and I love it. Like, she waits for that jab to come, slips to the left hook to the body, but it's one. She ends up smothering herself a lot, too. Like, you seen that. Like, I was praying. It's funny that people hating on her because I thought she was going to get the knockout. I was literally ringside like, chill, champ, chill. Back off. Meanwhile, like fucking 15 feet, 20 feet to the left of me and one row to the front is a grown ass man. Like, knock out, champ, knock out. And I'm like, no, champ, you gonna fuck up the parlay. Cause we got this 3-decision parlay with you and motherfucking Andre Holmes and who was the other one we threw up in there? Oh yeah, Joseph Hicks. Cause all you fools thought he was a puncher. You feel me? So all you fools took the plus money on puncher because he was punching on nobodies. But this is what I'm saying. When you don't know no better, you just talking because God gave you that hole in your face. But truth be told, she's special. Knockout or no knockout, she is special. What I witnessed yesterday was greatness. And I know they're going to say, who is Maricela? You know, what's her biggest win? I mean, whatever it is that people do and say when they want to discredit someone, amen to that, man. You know, do what you got to do, say what you got to say, but you can't take away from her greatness, man, and her story and the fact that she's so young doing it. Jesus. So young. She's only 28. She's only 28, man. To already have been a 2-time gold medalist and to single-handedly be, you know, the reason that women's boxing is as, you know, big as it is here in America. Because you know, unfortunately she doesn't get the sole credit because when she popped off sometime around there was obviously, you know, Katie Taylor's coming out. I'm with you, top dog. 2 minutes ain't enough. Every time she would get going, we got the bell. And I was happy because I was counting down rounds. I needed Shields to go to decision. So I was happy. But at the same time, I understand those that, you know, want more excitement from the women's division. You wanted that extra minute because there could have been a knockdown, knockout. You know, Shields was going for it. Shields was definitely going for it. But, you know, tomorrow we'll talk about what's next. I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow. Today we just gonna, you know, celebrate what she's done. You know, because someone got me off track talking about someone else talking about how she ain't got power. I don't want to hear all that. She got the win. A win is a win is a win is a win. A win is a win is a win. And what we're here to discuss is that she truly is the greatest woman of all time. Like, I don't know anybody better than her. You know what I mean? Like, you can say what you want about whoever, but accolades have to come into play at some point. You know what I mean? So if you're some sort of nostalgic person and you know you wanna be on the lane of Layla Ali, then I mean, hey, you know that's on you. But accolades have to come into play at some point. And what this lady is doing is she's writing history. You know, she is gonna be the gold standard. People are gonna wanna have to do better than her. She's the Mayweather of the women. And that's why I put in the title that she Mayweather Canelo'd Cornejo. That shit was a shot. Bro, she made Cornejo look and look, I'm trying to be delicate here. Like, I shared the plane ride with Cornejo. I told her like we were last to get on the plane. By we, I mean me and my team, me, Madison, and Danny, and then boom, Cornejo comes. Danny fucking left his luggage as TSA, so we really, truly, truly last, like, to get on the plane. And then I turn to the right and I see Cornejo there with the glasses and she's giving her ticket. And I'm like, look, I got all types of questions, but I'm going to give you a week. Because I did not like the way that she looked. I didn't like the way that she fought. I didn't even understand what the fuck I saw. I swear to God, this is going to be a bit harsh. But to have trained with Benavidez Sr. and Salas, I need to know what happened because I didn't see anything there outside of a looping right hand that you know was more hope than anything else, you know. And it was a dangerous looping right hand because every time she would loop her right, Claressa was certainly countering, trying to loop her right, and all I seen was the Rocky Balboa Creed moment every time. You know, when Apollo and Rocky and the movie ends and they both throw the fucking right. That's all you seen all night. You know, and yeah, she landed one right, but who landed more rights? Claressa. Um, very, very. I don't know. Very dangerous game plan. And I knew right away that, Cornejo, I mean, I felt like, yo, she bet decision. Like, she wasn't what she was doing. She wasn't trying to win. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was the speed. And that's why I said, look, man, I got to give her a week to ask questions. I don't want to say too much because I don't know. You know, I seen her favoring her hand, taking pictures of her hand. Maybe her hand was broke. Um, who knows? Who knows? But that was like, obviously it was a uphill battle for Maricela Cornejo. You know, you taking on the GWOAT. You know what I'm saying? You taking her on in a surrounding home city. You know, um, and they love her out there. They love her out there. She brought them out. I mean, 12,000. Put this into perspective of, okay, like, let's not round up. 11,784 tickets, man. Listen, that's more than Shakur. That's more than Shakur. You know what I'm saying? That is 200 and fucking 16 tickets away from Ryan in San Antonio. You know what I mean? That's impressive. Bro, when did Bradley do over 2,000? Without Pacquiao, just tell me, without Pacquiao, did he do it with Marquez? Did he do 12,000 with Marquez? And don't round up. Did he do 11.7 with Marquez? 11.7. Yo, I don't know, man. Shit, truly the GOAT. I'm telling you, I was there. This is the thing I'm saying. Like, that's why I really enjoyed being able to be at the Tank fight in Atlanta and in LA. And I enjoyed being able to be in Detroit, right? That's not her home city. So to see what you're able to do where you're not from there. And I mean, let me show some of this stuff. I'm a hope they don't flag us because I'm trying to be informative here. But when she came into the arena, granted, this is her people, so haters gonna hate, right? Like, haters gonna hate. They gonna say what they want. But yeah, that's her peoples that she's with. Damn, did they post it? Let's see. Nah, they ain't got it there. Where did I see it at? Maybe it was on Twitter. Let me check Twitter real quick. So what I'm looking for, I think the Zone posted like Claressa Shields gets to whatever, and it's really her house. Maybe that was ESPN. Let's. I'm on the Zone. Let me try the Zone real quick on their Twitter. Nah, but look at this. Tell me this don't give you. Again, I'm older. This gives me Brona vibes. This gives me Brona vibes right here, man. Like, how don't y'all see that? I love her too, yo. I don't know if it's after the Claudia Trejos interview. I was even telling my wife this. I don't know if it's after the Claudia Trejos interview. I think it is. I think honestly it is. That interview was so informative that I think I fell in love with her story. I think I'm in love with her story. And I hate to say this. I don't even for lack of a better word, right? Like, I'm not purposely trying, like, this is the only thing that's coming to my mind, but like, because of that story, I, I empathized with her. I feel sympathy. I don't know. I think that's wrong. No. Oh my God. I don't know. But bro, to have heard that she was raped, it's like, how else do you expect me to feel? Like, for her to have gone from home to home and live with so many different fucking relatives and then still be greatness. Fuck. She's inspiring. It's an amazing, amazing story, and yeah, I don't know. I will say that I think after the Claudia Trejos, I got soft on her for sure. So maybe I can't critique, but when it comes from a standpoint of skill, I didn't see anything to critique. Obviously the obvious lack of power. You know what I mean? But then again, Cornejo is tough. She went 10 and 10 with Franchon, who's a bull. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Let me try ESPN before we move on. I do want to show you this. Let me try the ESPN ringside one. Maybe they did it. I feel like it could have been them. GWOAT, where you at? Where you at? Yo, and she gave us so many different looks for this fight. She did her thing, man. She really came into her own. This felt like her stardom, her moment of stardom. And I know some will argue that it was the Savannah Marshall fight, but I don't think so. I think in the Savannah Marshall, she was the alien. That was not her home country. This was it. I can't find it, man. It's horrible. Maybe once I talk about it, someone can send it to me. But when she comes in to the arena, they're like, "Whose house is this?" And, they're saying like Shield's house or some shit. It was just dope, man. She got a lot of love for sure. And it was also amazing to see for a woman. I've only seen men get this type of love and admiration and and everything that she got. I always see it from men or men receive it. So to have seen, Claressa on that level where, like I said, grown men are like, "Come on, champ, go for the neck." Yo, they like standing up in their chairs. You feel me? Begging for that knockout or begging for a certain here it go right here. I think this is it. Yes, this is it. Let me share you. This is it. So she's saying whose house? They saying GWOAT's house? Whose house? GWOAT's house? But this is another thing I wanted to share. I am totally feeling this outfit. This gave me let me see if someone got a still shot of this. I hope Trap, let me go through my email. I hope Trap's Photos sent me the still of that because she gave me Beyonce, obviously, but them Cleopatra vibes with that gold that it's like wired fucking bustier bra with the fucking rhinestone. It's like Cleopatra, man. Come on, man. She came in there. She did her fucking thing. Let me tell you. I'm telling you, this felt like her coming out party to me. I don't know. People might say I'm late to the game. They might give me other fights or other times. I don't know. I've never felt it this strongly. I feel like she got everything of a star. Like, even to the walkout. Man, where the fuck? This is all fight night pictures. Let me see if I find something else here. Even though it should have been there because that was arriving. Let me see if they posted it somewhere else, though. But yeah, man, okay, here we go. This is another video. Oh, this is getting out the bus. This is nice. I didn't even see this one, so we'll watch this for the first time together. So it has some behind the scenes of with it. And then I don't know who this young lady is, but I I heard she was on Power, and she got like 7 million followers. Cash Doll, yeah, about 7 million, and she's from Detroit, but she's made it obviously uh, bigger than Detroit. So this was beautiful to watch her bring out the local rapper that's obviously super huge as well. Again, this was her moment, man. She really got that A star, A side, A list treatment, man. And look, the glasses paying homage, you know what I mean, to Detroit. I'm just very happy for her. I had an interesting conversation with her manager, Mark Taffet, and shout out to our editor Canna, who has already re-uploaded that for you to be able to get to it faster. And I think that you should because it would educate you on what can be next for Claressa. Um, yeah, I'll just say that. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be talking about. I don't mean local like she's small. I mean she's from Detroit, right? That's what I was told that she's from Detroit. I don't mean local, she's small. I mean she's from Detroit and she chose to have someone who is from Detroit walk her out. But I also made it clear that she's one of those people that's from Detroit but made it bigger than, right? I mean, damn, I get offended quick. Chill. Chill, bruv. But yeah, man, shout out to Claressa. She did her damn thing. That was an experience for sure. I'm excited to see what's next, and is it gonna be big enough for me to come out, and see what she does this time? Because I'm telling you, 12,000. She was 216 short of 12,000 people in there, and bro, she brought a lot of women out. I ain't gonna front. She brought a lot of women out. That shit, I thought I was at a tank fight. I ain't gonna front. And she brought out supportive women. Like they were legit cheering for her. You know what I mean? Calling her to grow everything. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta rewatch as the announcer and just watch her face. I mean, again, I don't know what you was able to watch because I did notice the zone was cutting out because our jumbotron kept cutting out and having the dumbass the zone sign and all that. Uh, He said, then Dimitri talking about didn't say hello. I didn't even see him. I'm a truth be told. I was in the players club for majority of the night and then, went ringside for the main event. So yeah. But beautiful experience, beautiful atmosphere. Shout out to Detroit. Um, Definitely had a great experience and a positive one. Looking forward to going back, seeing what brings me back. Paulie, I hope you heard your shout out earlier in the show, but I see you in the chat. So once again, shout out to Paulie. Truly put it together for us. It was official. But phone lines is open if you guys want to talk. Any real hardcores that actually watch this fight, feel free to call in. And yeah, man, give me your opinion on the GWOAT and what she was able to do last night. Yeah, let's do it. So, where am I? Oh, let me just go to Big Balls. What up?
Yo, Ness, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yesterday was pretty much what I expected for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It's the best female fighter of all time. And I don't even think it's close, man. The girl is she just too good for everybody who around her. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, I feel like at this point, it ain't nothing left for Claressa to do except lose, bro. Like, I don't know what else she could do. You know what I'm saying? It's like she done the biggest fight of her career, she won that shit 7-3. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at this point, I guess if Cruz beat Marshall and she beat Shadeja, I guess that rematch could be big. You feel me? Or if Shadeja get the winner of Cruz Marshall, if she beat that, then of course the new kid on the block, that'll be a big fight. Everybody will want to see that. But after that, bro, I'm not, you feel me, too hip on all the new females that's coming up. I really only know Shadeja, and that's about it. So I really don't know who left for Claressa up there in her division. Like she came in against Franchon, and that's a current undisputed world champ. Like people be talking about her knockouts and shit, but I even looked at Katie Taylor shit, bro. Katie Taylor don't get knockouts neither, and it's like Claressa been fighting top competition since she came in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really look at it. You feel me like that? And then even with the fight yesterday, she was hitting that girl with some crazy ass right hands, boy. She hit her with one, I think, in the seventh round, snapped her head back so bad. And that's another thing. I don't even know why the coaches ain't even throwing the towel at that point, bro. Like she was just in there getting punched on. But like I said, man, it was just pretty much what everybody expected. You know what I'm saying? I really I wouldn't bet on the knockout just because of the rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like them shits go by so quick. Like you feel me? You look down and then it's a minute and 10 seconds left. So like I said, bro, I think she could have got the stoppage if the corner would have did they justice. Like shit, just instead of watching the girl get punched on in there, she ain't have no chance at winning after what I seen from like round 3. So I thought the towel was gonna get through in if anything, but it didn't. But it was a good performance. Sean's I tell and shit, man, talking about the arena was empty and all that shit, man. And I'm just like, bro, I really don't know any American females just selling out like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
I only
but
know
how
Alicia.
how how could it be empty? Like, yeah, there was scattered seats available, but that arena holds 20 and she had almost 12. Like I don't get it. Like,
Yeah, bro, that's what I be saying. So I don't know why
bro,
people
but
be hating on that
is
shit.
that
Cause
is
like
that
I
is that
said,
he's not putting it into perspective. You really can't name 12 men, and maybe 12 was a small number, but I still think it'll be hard to name 12 men that do over 12,000 tickets.
yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, bro. Cause like I just said, the really only American female I know is Alicia, and I don't even know if she's selling like that
No,
in
she
her
not.
hometown.
No, she not. She fighting in a smaller arena in the same
Yeah, so
city.
and it's like they bring up Katie and Savannah, but that UK shit, bro, that shit is different. Like that support system is totally different over there. So I don't even look at that shit like that. But I ain't gonna take up too much time on the line, man. Like I said, bro, it was pretty much what was expected, and like I said, bro, she the goat. And like I said, bro, it ain't too much left for her, bro, at this point. But y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. I'm out of here.
All right, champ. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know, man. She's only 28. I ain't gonna say there's not much more for her to do. I think there's plenty more for her to do, and with the skill gap that there is, you milk it. You take every single check that's out there. There is a huge skill gap between Clarissa Shields and the rest of these women. Um, we'll see how big that separation is between her and someone like uh Shadeja. But right now, she's proven that she's on another level, man. She's really proven it. I mean, she won every round against Savannah, damn near. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. We gonna have to see who is gonna be able to do anything with her. But we got SDX Renzi. What up? SDX. Here.
There you go. I was waiting on the request.
All
Shout
right.
out to you, Ness.
What up? What up?
Putting in that work yesterday, man. Um, Definitely hands down, man. We already know Clarissa is the GWOAT. Um, I just feel like people talk about, basically like you said, the gap in experience and competition. I feel like that's not really her fault. I feel like she gotta keep doing what she's doing. Like you said, take any fight she can get and open up the sport more to women. the more women that get exposed to it and see the type of events she can create and do for women's boxing, is gonna open it up to more little girls. Like, hey, look, this what we want to do. I watched that fight last night with my daughter. She 11 years old, and like that, it was inspiring to see, like, for her to see, like, okay, this what women's boxing can be, and this how far you can take it. To be able to do it how you want to do it. So definitely shout out to her. Um, a fight with Shadays. I see you was pushing for that, Ness. Buddy tried to get with you. I feel like I can see both sides. Like,
Cause
do do the fight, but at the same time, I can see what he's saying. Where you just let Shadeja build her shit too. Let her ride the wave and get get her separate, and then they bring it together on the end.
can I interrupt?
Do to get some money.
Can I interrupt? Listen, you can't be
Uh-huh.
brainwashed by him, right? Because you gotta
I'm
understand this.
not.
No, just
I'm
hear me
not.
out. Just hear me
Okay,
out.
okay, okay.
Hear this
All right.
perspective. His job is to find Clarissa the most winnable fight, but the most money, right? So,
Facts.
so that is not Shadeja. That is not Shadeja. It will never be. And Clarissa's 28. The
Yeah.
longer he brainwashes you and everyone else that called me stupid, Ness, he cooking you, all you idiots that jumped on his fucking cock. The longer you allow him to tell you Shadeja needs to be built into this marketing fucking Barbie doll, the older she gets. Clarissa's younger than
How old is
all.
Shadeja?
She's younger than all of her competition. Fucking Franchon is 37 or 34. Like, what are we
Okay,
talking
okay,
about
okay.
here? Like, he is a genius. He's fucking playing y'all like a puppet. Talking about market this,
But
market
hey,
that.
Ness, I ain't gonna lie. I
What,
was screaming this
champ,
last night,
champ,
and we
what do
ain't
I
had no
gotta
calls.
market?
So, but I was saying this though.
But why do
If
I gotta
is this
market
not
the
what we
girl
see in
that
boxing
knocked out?
already, though? Right?
Champ, that is marketing 101.
Yeah.
The girl that's undisputed, her last fight, the girl that's coming up that everybody's calling a monster, she knocked her the fuck out. And the one before that, she knocked out a girl that never been knocked out. So she proving her hype is real. No disrespect, even though it's gonna come off like that, unlike Boots. You feel me? When he had to
Yeah.
show us he was what it was, Karen happened. Shadeja showed you twice. I am what it is. Y'all falling for this
Mm-hmm.
marketing shit. Fuck out of here. That's that Paul Williams, Floyd Mayweather shit. I'm not fighting him. I'm not fighting. He threw 1,000 punches. Why I want to fight him? Come on, man. We can't talk that weird shit, bruh. That's he trying to weigh her out so she 38. Look at Raquel Miller. How old is Raquel Miller? 38. That's who she gonna fight. How old is Franchon Cruz? 37. That's who she gonna fight. Let's knock it the fuck off, man. And
So my
even
question. So my
Shadeja,
question
even
now. This the only
Shadeja's
question. I
old.
would only have one
Listen to
one
me.
rebuttal.
I just want to say
Ness,
this.
I
I
would.
just want to say
Okay.
this. Even Shadeja is old.
Okay.
She's 34, some shit like that. So it's like we can't wait for marketing. We can't wait for build up.
All right. I see that. And I respect that. I just, like they said, when this money thing got me looking at it. And like I said, I'm not even a hardcore. You know me, I rock on the casual side, and I do my bets off of the knowledge of what I see. You feel me? Not really all the way crazy, but when I look at it like that, I'm like, they gonna chase the money. So if it's like get Shadeza big, so her and Clarissa could be big, whatever they can make bigger, I feel like it's going to be bigger for them in the sport on the side of women's boxing, because they make what they trying to battle to make the biggest event they can. And I feel like the bigger the events like that stuff right there is going to change and be able to expose more women to it, and younger generation of women to make it a thing. You feel me? Because they're going to see like that, hey, we can do this, and
Listen,
hopefully it push more women to the sport, so
what
we could get better fights and have more competition. You can't have competition if it ain't there. Like if it's no fighters to fight these fighters. Like you said, Clarissa would take any fight if it was somebody around that would give her some comp. So I think she would take the Shadeja, I think, right? I don't think she would have a problem with that.
I think she'll take it. But her manager's obviously gonna advise her that the money ain't worth the risk.
And she's not gonna go for that.
I mean,
If she the GWOAT, she ain't hearing that.
I
Like
mean,
that,
I mean,
get it
she,
done, or I got to do something else.
she came on the show and told us she sent Raquel an offer based off what they thought Raquel was worth. So it's like she the GWOAT. She sending her take it or leave it offers. That
Yeah.
that don't mean it's the good thing. That don't mean it's an offer I'm gonna take. You know what I'm saying? So
But now Ness, I can't say that. If she give her any offer, that you got to take that.
no,
If
we
you
don't.
Shadeja and you trying
No,
to prove something.
no, we don't. No, we don't because Shadeja's not in Clarissa's division. Shadeja has never mentioned Clarissa as a right now option. She only mentions Franchon because she at 168. Her business is at 168. Clarissa not even at 168. You feel me? I'm just trying to give Clarissa a super fight because you fought Franchon, you fought Savannah. You know what I'm saying? You fought
Yeah.
Gabriel's already. Like,
Give
what's
us a
next?
different look.
What's
Give us a
next?
different look.
What's next? You just fought Cornejo now, so she's off the table. Like, you running out of pieces. You're running out of pieces. Literally, again, I wanted to talk about this tomorrow, so this show was more about her
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I
celebrating her,
seen that
but
it was
like,
one of the poll questions, and you feel me. That's why I said
but
I ain't gonna lie. I like that fight
her
though. To
options
me,
are
if
slim.
just to kill it, I still have no problem with her taking that fight, doing that fight. I still see Clarissa boxing her though. Shadeja ain't gonna knock her out. It's gonna go the distance.
Yeah, I mean,
And
we'll
I
see.
bet you on that.
Yeah,
Nah, that's the
we'll
show for
see.
tomorrow.
We'll see.
That's the timing for when you get on it, man.
We'll
Thanks
see.
for putting in that work, like I said, and getting us in there to be able to be a part of the experience too. It was an amazing show. She boxed great. She did her thing. She brought the people out, and even to give back to the kids, man. 1,000 free kids. We was able to see that on the live side where they had them put the cameras up. Man, there was people everywhere,
Yeah.
like with the lights up. So I was like, that's how it need to be. That's how you get exposure and build up the hype to be like, I want to do this when I grow up. And like I said, watching that fight with my daughter last night, it was like, yeah, I see. You feel me? Hey, my daughter about to get back in the ring.
Nice.
No lie. All right, y'all.
All right. Yeah, I mean, oh man, you know, we'll talk about it again in depth tomorrow, because today is to congratulate, is to celebrate. Um, Tomorrow we'll talk about what's possibly next for Shade, for Clarissa. But I do want to say Shadeja's not in um, Clarissa's division. And I see Miss Perry saying Clarissa wants Shadeja to have belts, and that does make sense. But Maricela Cornejo didn't have a belt. Hannah Gabriels didn't have a belt. Not the first time or the second. Maybe the second. Maybe not the first, but maybe the second. I don't know, right? But like, not everybody has a belt. Franchon certainly didn't have a belt. Now, granted, that was a debut, but technically she didn't have a belt. Um, so that's the thing that I'm saying. It's like on that Tank shit. It's like, oh, he needs this, but this one don't need nothing. He gotta have a belt, but Rolly don't gotta have this, or Rolly got the belt, so we fighting him, but he got 5 belts, so we ain't fighting him. So it's like, come on, you know what I mean? Just make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either want the fight or you don't. What we need to understand is this: all you got is the Savannah Marshall rematch, the Hannah Gabriel rematch, the Franchon Cruz rematch, and then Shadeja Green. It don't matter. It don't matter. You understand? Because what you guys gotta understand is before we got into this sport, these phrases was here. You give her more time, she only gets better. She just start getting under the lights. Claressa been under them lights. So cool, you gonna fight your 3 rematches, right? The public's gonna go for that somehow. Savannah rematch, Franchon rematch, Gabriel's rematch. Then finally, Shadeja's gonna be ready. By then, she's gonna be ready. There's no longer Mexico fights and all that. She fighting with Jake now. She gonna be ready, which was hypocrisy. No disrespect to Mark Taffet, but I called him on that. It's like, how do you say in one sentence that Amanda Serrano stock rose when she got with Jake, but Shadeja needs to build a profile even though she's with Jake? Like, make it make fucking sense. Make it make fucking sense. One girl automatically is marketable because she got with Jake. Before that, he said she was not marketable. Before that, she was with Lou DiBella and she was not marketable. But she got with Jake and got marketable. So my girl gets with Jake, she's still not marketable. She still got to do some profile building. But this is, again, not all about that. I'm going to get to some other callers and try and change the pace because haters going to hate, and that's not what we're here to do. You feel me? We here to celebrate the GWOAT. I never seen a female do what she did. Not in my era, not in my time. This is my first time going to a female fight with almost 12,000 people. It was super impressive. It was memorable, and yeah, man, I congratulate the champ for putting on. She put on. Capicool, what it do?
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, okay. Um yeah, nah, she looked good yesterday, man, but it was what it was. She did what she had to do yesterday. But it's like kind of what you said, like it's getting to a point like it's funny across the whole female, board that like all these the big names are fighting rematches. Like Serrano's fighting a rematch with Hardy. I think this girl was Claressa was supposed to fight her rematch also, and then you had this girl. Wasn't Bumgarner fighting the rematch too?
Yep,
If I'm not
Leonardo
mistaken.
too. Leonardo too.
So yeah, so like all of them are fighting rematches. So that states something. Either they got to start fighting each other or figure it out. I just wish Serrano was a little bit bigger so that she could get that dream fight that Serrano versus Claressa Shield. That would have been fucking off the walls if Serrano was a little bigger. And we all know Claressa Shield ain't talking about coming down past 54. Like you was talking about it last time. How she enjoyed having her ass a little too much to be coming down, shrinking that much you know. But she did a hell of a job yesterday, and it kind of fell short because of the opposition. Everybody expected that to happen. 9 days notice. She did what she was supposed to do. But I just wish that they would allow these girls to fight these 12 rounds, fight these 3-minute rounds. I don't know why they hold these girls down, man. Like let them fight. I know, like we all talk about how Claressa can't bang, but like yesterday was a point proven where like once she started to get her shots off, like it was already 30 seconds left in the 30 seconds left in the round, and that's it. She's done. The round is done. So like, if you would just expect that if there was 1 minute left, these girls would be getting more knockouts. It would be more appealing to the audience, and people will be watching these girls fight more. At least that's my interpretation of it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it because I mean the biggest thing about girl boxing is that there's not enough knockouts. There's not this, there's not that. Well, give them the 3-minute rounds, give them the 12 rounds, and see what happens. What's the holdup? Why aren't we allowing these females to fight just like the men? Let it happen, make it happen. I bet you this will be more appealing. We will pay these girls more, and they'll be more marketable. But with the Shade Green, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. See how that, and it's like you said, now that she is with Paul, I guarantee, I don't know what's the hold up with that neither anyway, because like you said, she has developed the name, and it's enough to get her a fight with Shields. I don't care
Bro,
whether she has
let me
five
tell you
stabs.
something. Let me tell you something, right? The hypocrisy in what he was doing yesterday. First of all, women's boxing, right? I'm looking at Clarissa Shields. She's number one in the world globally in a division with 35 women. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Middleweight division in the men has over 1,500 fucking fighters. So again,
Yeah.
all the little dick riders that was, jumping on Mark Taffet saying he was right. Think about what you're saying. A division with 35 women, you want someone to build a name in a world where women get their first title shot after 4 fights. They want the most dangerous motherfucking girl to have to jump through not hoops of fire and kerosene, bro. There's motherfucking all types of nuclear missiles pointed at that hoop of fire. They trying to make sure they jump through. Come on. In a world where Ebony Bridges got a title shot in 4 fights and then lost and got another title shot. Come on, man. They fucking
Mm-hmm.
hating, man. This
And not
is
only that,
hate. It's hate.
it's already it gets to the point where they're already fighting each other again for the second, third time. Like that's enough said. Like you said, there's slim picking. Might as well let these girls bang out. Let these girls fight. If they got a decent name, let them do it. Like what are you holding up? Fuck the build up. I mean,
You
Clarissa
only as
Shields
good as
excelled
your
on her own.
opposition, man. You only as good as your opposition, so you might as well jump on
And that's
whatever
what I'm saying.
challenges is there.
She went. Listen, she sold 12,000 yesterday with the 9-day replacement. You think she won't sell that with Shadesha Green? Imagine, you know what I'm saying? And then not only that, but be smart about it, be savvy about it. You know, put them on a co-main. That was another question. Do you think like that? Do you think that she is too big to be a co-main? Because I would love to see her on a man's card. You know what I'm saying? As a
I
co-main.
mean, she already
You know,
said she'll
like
never fight on a Jake Paul undercard, but yes, I don't think you
that's
co-main
Jake
her.
Paul.
I don't think you co-main her. You make her main, and if anything, you do what he said. You put Shadeja on the undercard.
Yeah, but I wanna see her in a Texas, like a Cowboy Stadium. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that big where you could fill that shit with 40, 50,000 people. You know, just like the motherfuckers be doing over in the UK. See how she blow up then. You know, that's the crowd that you want to put her. You put her in a stadium with 20,000, something like that. That's cool. That's normal. You know, but put her in the Yankee, put her in like a Yankee Stadium. You know, or put her in the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, bro, she'll be a monster, but that's the problem though. You gotta put her with as a co-main, and like you said, she may be too big for that right now. So we may never see that happen. But hey, man, I'm excited. You know, she did what she had to do. Let's see what happens from here on out. They need to start letting these girls bang. These girls fight each other. Stop all this bullshit. And honestly, man, I really, really would love to see them fight 12 and fight 3-minute rounds, bro. That needs to happen in the female boxing, and then we're gonna see more knockouts, and it'll definitely be more marketable. But that's my call, bro.
All right.
Oh, one more thing, man. Tune in, man. Junior Olympics for my nephew Ezekiel Suarez Patterson. Stand up. We're gonna take that 106 title home.
All right. All right. Well, we're gonna be hoping that he does, champ. Salute to your nephew. Looks like we ain't got no more callers, man. The fake hardcores are not around. Next GTO, Instagram, and Twitter will be right back tomorrow. We got Louisiana jumping in last minute. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. What
Yo,
up?
what's good, man?
What up, champ?
I didn't even really get to watch the fight because I had my 20-year reunion last night, but my mom watched it and she loved it.
Uh,
She loves Clarissa Shields and her style, and you know, I understand people have a tendency to want to compare, just like they do with LeBron and Jordan. We got to let Clarissa have her time. You know, right now she's the top. She's the top one in women's boxing. We got to keep bigging her up and letting her get her shine so she can keep doing bigger and better things. You know. She had
mm-hmm.
the homecoming fight and seemed like it was a good night for her. And it was just, celebrating her. And I'm glad she got the win. And we'll see what she does next. Hopefully, it just gets bigger and better for her. Congratulations to the GWOAT. That's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you calling in. Yeah, man. Nah, like I said, she is the GWOAT. Just because I have a personal relationship with Shadeja Green doesn't mean that Green can beat the GWOAT. You know what I mean? This is a very impressive resume, man. This is not something that, you know, just anybody can do. Uh, so, you got to give her credit. And by her, I mean, obviously, Clarissa. I mean, just look at these names, man. She debuted with Franchon Cruz. And then her second fight, you got someone with 23 something fights there. You know, this we look at this 4-1-1 girl as her stepping down because she was on such a rise. Look at her next fight, 16-0 for two titles. You know, then she fights Tori Nelson, another undefeated fighter. Then she goes and fights Hannah Gabriels. And these are different divisions too. Look, this was 65. So she won belts up there. She was, I don't know, all over the place. This is all greatness. Look at all these belts. So, she's got the legacy. But if you can see from our poll, one of those options, no, she doesn't have competition. 21% of the votes are saying that she doesn't have competition. That's an important stat. This is why who you fight matters, and marketing also matters, because if Shadeja was better marketed, she'd be the boots truly of the division in the sense that people would be campaigning for her to get a shot. I got Mike Larry with a super chat, $10. He says, who do you think will win? Terrence Crawford versus Earl, Inoue versus Stephen Fulton, Franchon Cruz versus Savannah Marshall. Uh, for Earl and Bud, I just don't know. That's really, really a 50-50 fight, man. Um, for Inoue and Fulton, I'm riding with the bigger man in Fulton. And Franchon Cruz, I'm riding with her because she's the champ. Marshall's coming off a loss. And I know that Franchon's a dog. Like I watched that fight with Jimenez, man, with Alejandra. She dug deep. Outside of them steroids, I still thought Franchon could have got that win without, getting it overturned because of steroids. I feel like she might have did enough. I mean, she's a dog. She really, really bites down and lets those hands go. So, you know, yeah. I don't know if I mentioned, but I think I didn't. No, I didn't because we only talked about rematches. But Raquel Miller is the other option. But again, all the options are old, man. I like, there's really nothing on the up coming up. Like I don't know anything, or not off the top. Can I remember anybody in 54, 60, 68 that is up and coming and can possibly challenge her being Clarissa in the future? All her challenges are older than her. And that's going to be, Franchon, Clarissa, and I mean, Franchon, um, Raquel Miller, and Shadeja. They all older than her. But yeah, Mike back with another. He says, "Man, bro, you don't read super chats. That's crazy, bro. You ignore my super chat. Nah, dog, I ain't ignoring. I just read it. But we also try to stick to the script around here. Like we talk about, this weekend. We want to celebrate. This is why some of these people don't like me. I mean, they don't hear when we celebrating. She did her thing, man. She brought the city out. Tony Harrison was there. Alicia Baumgartner was there. Tommy Hearns came out. Like she brought the city out, man. 12,000 people was there. We were 214 people shy of 12,000. Like, we got to celebrate that, man. You know what I mean? Like, again, no disrespect when I say these things, man. This is just perspective, putting things into perspective, comparisons, man. Like, how many tickets gonna be sold for Broner's fight coming up? You feel me? Like, we gotta respect what's going on, man. And again, that's not a sign of disrespect. That's a sign of me showing you, like, yo, she arrived. She's doing her thing. Let's celebrate it. Let's acknowledge it. Because if it was a man, we would be. And again, there's not a lot of men doing that. It's just not. Not in America. Maybe it's easy to do in the UK, but here in the States, ain't a lot of men doing 12,000 tickets. You know, like I said earlier, I don't think there's 12 men that are doing 12,000 tickets, and I think I'm right. You know, I don't know. Maybe they've done it one time, but I don't know who's doing 12,000. Like, there's not 12 men out there that's doing 12,000 tickets. We got Oscar No Mouth Guard. What up?
Ness. What's up, Ness? Long time no speak, bro.
How are you?
Good, man. Can't complain. Can't complain. In the gym trying to get these games. Anyway,
Get it.
yeah, Claressa Shields, she looked phenomenal as usual, but again, her dance partner was, wasn't bringing really bringing anything to the table. What I do think is, obviously Claressa, she should have knocked her out. I mean, there should have been uh, some sort of, like, I don't know, I guess something more from Claressa Shields. I mean, she's phenomenal, she's great, and she made her opponent look like a bum. But what's lacking with her is that knockout power. I'm about to compare it to UFC. I know you guys hate it when people do this, but at the end of the day, if boxing treated the women the way they treat the men, the way UFC treats their women, this wouldn't be an issue. Claressa Shields would be more of a household name. It just wouldn't be a regional thing or just with the hardcore.
What do you
At the
mean?
end of
I'm
the
I'm
day, we
lost.
gotta.
Cause
What was
you're
that?
talking to a casual, when it comes to that sport. So what are you saying? I'm lost.
No, what I'm saying is, like, the way Dana White does the UFC is that they put their best fighters, their best female fighters, on main events, and the main events that they make are pay per views, and they sell just as much as the men. All right, and the reason why is because, one, his marketing, two, the level of competition that they have available to them. But overall, it's just also, you see knockouts. You see these girls beat each other up in UFC. Claressa Shields has 2 knockouts, 14 victories. Granted, great victories. I'm not taking anything away from her. She won everything and she looks phenomenal. But people want to see knockouts. The casuals want to see knockouts in boxing. They want to see people get hurt, unfortunately, but that's the way the sport is. I know, everybody knows that.
Nah,
You
for
know?
sure. The
Three
crowd
minute
was
rounds
begging
will
for the
solve that problem.
knockout.
What was that?
I said for sure. The crowd. I was there. The crowd was begging for the knockout.
Of course, man. Everybody wants to see blood, man. Everybody, that's what you want. And if you're not going to get that, then we got to fix the problem. So, I
But
hear a lot of people
but
talking about
there's
3 minute rounds.
but
Yeah, that
is
makes a
there a
lot of sense.
problem though? But is there a problem because we're talking about her doing one of her best gates ever on her 14 fights. So, the fat lady has
Yeah, but
sung
she was at
the
home.
no, but
She
that's
was
what
at
I'm.
home.
But champ, she's coming off of doing 20 something thousand in the UK.
UK is different, man. You can't compare the UK to the US. The UK, people just go out for a boxing show because it's a Friday night or a Saturday night.
I
They
mean,
don't give a
if
shit. Over
it,
here, you gotta win the crowds over
but
here.
you understand when I say that you're pushing the goalpost back, right? Because I'm giving you instances where she sells, and you're giving me reasons why that doesn't matter.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. It absolutely does matter. But Claressa Shields should be bigger than what she is right now. And that's why, like, I'm all for her. I love her. I think she's phenomenal. I love watching her fight. The problem is that if I have friends over watching the fight, they want to see blood. They want to see a knockout.
Yeah, I don't
Especially
know
when it's two
though.
women fighting and you see somebody like.
But this is the thing,
Right?
right? How much bigger can she be when there's only 35 women in her division? So you think it's
True.
about knockouts, but how can it be? It's just a sport that doesn't have a lot of interest. I mean, it literally how's it gonna have interest for the people on the outside if you can't even get people interested enough to fight? Like, there's only 35 in her division.
I agree. Look, you got me there, man. You got me, bro. Because that actually makes a lot of sense. I'm just saying, if they would just add the extra minute to the 3-minute rounds, we might have seen a
I
knockout
agree
match.
there. I'm an advocate for the 3 minutes. I think that's gonna give you more knockouts by body work, exhaustion.
Yeah,
And it's
I
better
think
for
that would also
television.
that would also open up heavier weight classes for women, because the heavier women, they can't last for 3 minutes, but so they're gonna go for the knockout or get knocked out. Whereas if you're doing 2-minute weight, I mean, it's just something I'm just pondering right now because I just started it right now. But still, like, I think 3-minute rounds is the best thing for women's boxing. 12 rounds, maybe not 12 rounds, maybe keep it 10, but 3-minute rounds at least. That's the minimum.
Well, all right, champ. Thanks for calling in. I got a counterpunch from Nino on Twitter Spaces.
Yo, Nash, you can hear me?
Perfect.
Yo, dog, I was just had to counter punch in off the last caller. I know he was talking about the knockouts or whatever. I just looked at Amanda Serrano box rec because she got 30 knockouts in 40 fights. My nigga, that shit is trash. That shit is terrible.
What you mean?
I need you to look at her shit, G. She knocking out females with 14 losses, 16 losses. It was one on that motherfucker like 14 and 25. The best one I seen on that bitch, it was a opponent 6-0 that she knocked out. Like all them other knockouts is against, like, I don't even know them females, but them records is terrible, my nigga. Like, Claressa ain't fighting females 14 and 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think,
Yeah, the
I
level
don't
of her
know, bro.
opposition is way better, man. And when you
That's
on
what
the
I'm
top
saying,
level,
bro.
you don't get knockouts.
Exactly. And it's like he just said it. It's like they only get 2 minutes. I said it on the first call. It's like you look down, bro. You look up, it's only a minute left. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that in men's boxing. And it's like, bro, I don't know, man. It's like I said before, Katie Taylor only got like 5 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? It's like when these girls getting in there, bro, it's like, bro, that shit with Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, bro, that was one of the best women's fight I ever seen. It wasn't no knockout in that shit. It was just good boxing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers throwing hands. And that's all we need. You know what I'm saying? That shit got, I think that shit won like fight of the year for Top Rank or some shit like that. So it's like, you feel me? All we want is just good fights. I don't care about knockouts. You feel me? Like, that's just, you feel me? Of course we want to see knockouts and shit, but all we want is good fights. You feel me? Good competition and shit like that. So I ain't the type of person to be like, I seen people talking about, oh, I ain't watching the fight, or I fell asleep because she ain't getting no knockout. Man, that was a great ass performance. And like I said, bro, if the coaches was doing what they were supposed to do, they wouldn't have watched their girl, goddamn it, get punched on for 10 straight rounds. But shit, she was a soldier in there. You feel me?
Yeah, I
But like
mean,
I just
moral
said, bro.
victory though, bro. They. I mean,
Yeah,
look,
that's why I said, bro. She just being humble.
She immediately
And
posted.
that's
I went 12 with the GWOAT.
yeah, and that's another thing too. Even about old girl, they was talking about how she should have got knocked out. She ain't never been knocked out in her career neither. I just seen that.
Yeah,
You
and
know what
she
I'm
fought
saying? So
Franchon twice for 20 rounds.
and I seen she had a majority decision on that, bro. I just looked at Serrano shit, bro. I want you to screen share that shit and show it to the people. Like, look at them records, bro. Them shits is terrible, man. And it's like I see why she get all them knockouts, bro. Like if Claressa was fighting girls 5 and 14, I'm pretty sure Claressa would knock them motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? So just keep it a spade, man. Call a spade, and just be like, shit, man. She facing the best girls, you know what I'm saying? Like she just faced a girl who faced top competition and get stopped by them, and it's like y'all want her to stop, like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it a buck, man. That was a great ass performance, and that's all I got, man. And it's like even with Shadeja, dog, like she stopped. I forgot. I think her name Ellen or whatever. That was a good ass stoppage, but even then again, like we ain't seen Shadeja against like 5, 6 undefeated fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at it like that, bro.
Yeah, but
But that's
Shadeja
all I
proved
got,
her
man.
power. She proved her
Yeah,
power because
fact. That's why I said
she stopped
she stopped
somebody
old
that
girl.
Franchon couldn't.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just said that. That's why I
Oh,
said facts. But that's all I got, man. I ain't gonna take up too much, but I just want people to look at that, man. Look at that record too, G. That shit trash. But I'm out of here.
Yeah, all right. No, salute. We got D Block.
What's up, Ness? It's the inevitable. D Block, D Town, D City, D Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
What up, champ?
Now, I want to tell you something, Ness. Do you know why I say Baltimore stand up?
Nope.
I'm gonna tell you why, though. I'm gonna tell you why. I want everybody from Baltimore to stand up against Tank Davis
Mm.
because is he the people's champ? No. Is he the face of boxing? No. So I want people to stand up because from Baltimore, you gotta realize this shit. That fool ain't nothing. Where's he at? He's in jail. And he can't even he's criticizing the judge for what happened to him. But at the end of the day, he didn't want to tell the girl that he was sorry. That's bullshit. So that's why I always say Baltimore stand up. Because people from Baltimore, the real people from Baltimore, want him to fight real competition. Now, I'm gonna reverse to what we're talking about. Claressa Shields. She talks to herself that she is the GWOAT, but then Ali's daughter, she challenged her. Now that's a real GWOAT. Undefeated, knockout power, and she challenged her to a fight, but she want to challenge her now that she's already retired. Claressa Shields, all she tries to do is try to knock out a person through head. Nobody, not even landing any body shots. Claressa Shields is overhyped. I know I got respect. I know we come from this because I got to respect from what you think. But at the end of the day, Layla Ali is greater than Claressa Shields. What you got to say about that, Ness?
I mean, I said that in the beginning that some of you guys are gonna pick Layla, but at some point you have to consider accolades. You're saying Layla's greater based off what? Like Clarissa's just done more. She's had more belts.
Undefeated.
Clarissa's undefeated, but who's held more
Uh,
titles?
but but but
Who's been
go ahead,
undisputed
go ahead.
more? Who's been
But at the
undisputed
end of the
more?
day,
Who's been unified more? Like,
yeah,
come on, bro. Accolade. Like I said, at some
yeah.
point you have to consider accolades.
Layla Ali fought in a different type of era where they came to fight. Where now we're today, where it's a certain way of a fight. I understand. I respect you, Ness. But the way Clarissa Shields puts herself out there, like she's the GWOAT, you gotta prove it. You can't even knock nobody out. You fought somebody right now that you can't even knock her out.
But she only
D block.
she only
Go ahead,
beats champions. How is she not proven it? She only beats champions.
Ness. You gotta have some kind of punching power. You gotta have something. You gotta knock out somebody at the end of the day.
She knocked
D
out
block,
two
D town,
people.
D block, D town, D city, D ville, Baltimore, stand up.
All right. I don't you can't take away from a person's greatness because they don't have knockout power. Like that should be more of a reason for you to beat them. There's nothing stopping you from beating them because they have no power. I never understood that. Why people like if someone doesn't have no power, show me they don't got no power. Knock them out. Get their ass out of here. Zorro, what up?
What's up, man? Hey,
Hmm.
man. I was listening to. So was the crowd there?
What you mean was the crowd there?
Was it a big crowd? I didn't catch it because I
I
was
mean, it was
at a
almost
family reunion.
it was 214 short of 12,000.
Okay, okay. I mean, she brought people in. Um, One of the things I wanted to say was we got to start supporting these boxers. We cry about records. We cry about who's not a goat, whose era is this, and who. Man, I ain't lived out. I ain't lived in the era to really see Sugar Ray and all of them like that. I saw when I saw Sugar Ray in Hagler fight, and that had me hooked plus some other fights. But that's not my era. This is our era right here, and we should support these fighters right here. We should be running out there to support these fighters. Clarissa Shields jumping in the ring, punching on people, getting punched, and if She got 20,000 in the UK. That shit, she should have had 20,000 in the US because we could come out. We could support. Like a lot of people clamor and always going against this generation of boxing. I saw it on the show with Skip and Shannon when they was like kind of downgrading the fight. Shannon wasn't, but Skip was kind of downgrading the fight, saying, "Oh, they're old," or "This guy's this and that." Man, support the fighters. They not going. You're not gonna have superstars if nobody is yelling their names. Support the fighters. Go out and go see the fights. I'm trying to go see the Regis fight. I'm trying to go see whoever else. Can't go see Terrence and Spence because I heard it's sold out. But I still want to go start going out there and seeing more of these fights out here. Try to catch up with y'all guys too, and see y'all out on the scene. And all the rest of the guys who call in and maybe they support, maybe they don't. But go support the fighters. Buy their stuff. Buy their merch. Put on a T-shirt, support them. Like that's the way these fighters gotta get it. That's my call, bro.
Appreciate you, champ. Let me tell you, Alicia Bumgarner really appreciated Fawn and Danny fight night in her shirt. She did a whole video, posted them on the story and everything, you know. So I'm with you on that. You know, buy they stuff. You see, I got all these Earl shirts and motherfucking Danny Garcia shirts, and I support, man. I got a lot. Shamal Canal. The list goes on and on. I got shit I can't even wear no more. It's been washed so much. So yeah, man. You do what you can. You do what you can. We got Life and Logic says show respect to Clarissa Shields. That's what we trying to do, champ. We trying to do that. Charles Baker, what up, though?
Ness, what's going on, brother?
Another day, another show, man.
Hey, Ness, great job over there, man. I appreciate the coverage last night on the Shields fight. Hey, Ness, let me ask you something. Is there any scenario, Ness, that since I think it's Cruz and Savannah's getting ready to fight for Undisputed at 168, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any scenarios, Ness, where Shields would take the fight against Shadeja versus taking that winner because she's already beat both, right? I thought she beat
She beat both.
No, you're right.
She beat both, but I'm saying no, there ain't no scenario where that fights first. Not in my opinion. I mean,
But don't you think
not based off yesterday's conversation with her manager Mark Taffet. Hell no.
so? Ness, you think she really gonna take the win out of that?
Hell yeah.
I mean, out of that fight?
Yeah, they trying to come
I
back
don't
to
know,
that
Ness.
stadium. They trying to come back to that stadium. How if you did 12,000, how you gonna do 19? You feel me? They trying to
Yeah.
scale. They trying to scale. I mean, you can hear it in this conversation. I was taken back because I'm like, damn, he really don't care. It's like, yo, we. That's it. It's like Amanda. Amanda said it too. She was on Era Hawani. It's over. I'm not fighting just anybody. This is about money now. So that's it. If think about it, man. Look how long it took her to get to this point. Not long because she's young in age, but like in career. You know what I mean? Look how all that she had to do. She had to be the B side, go to the foreign country. I mean, so many things. So now that they can sell them tickets, 12,000 tickets, champ.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, I didn't think about it. I'm just thinking about, you're right. The business side that makes sense.
I
I'm
think
just
she's
I'm just trying to
competitive.
find a way, and I don't even know if it's possible, if it's a path for Shadeja to even get over there to her. I mean,
I think she's
they
competitive,
kind of
so it's
bumped her out
gonna
of the way
happen.
when it was her and Marshall supposed to fight, and I'm saying to myself, how does Shadeja get to Carissa or Franchon? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like they did a dirty on that. I would love to see her and Carissa fight. I actually think Shadeja can get Franchon. It'll be a dog fight, but I actually think that would be a good fight, and I think Shadeja has a chance. But I was just hypothetically speaking, that Ness, just trying to see how that play out. But you right, that makes sense business wise what they saying. Hey, another thing, Ness, before I go,
Mm-hmm.
are you gonna do any raffles for those Earl shirts?
Mm-hmm. We are. All right. Um, we certainly gonna do the raffle for the girl shirt. I mean, for the Earl shirts. With remind me, we got to do the raffle for the glove. We wasn't able to do it. You seen Danny was cranky trying to end the show, and we obviously forgot to do the raffle. So we'll do that before we end out this show. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up button, go ahead and do that. Help with the visibility. Put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans, so they know there is a Sunday spot to talk boxing, baby. Not everybody's gonna know. Not everybody's gonna know. Y'all gotta spread the word, man. Did you share my shit? Did you let them know we here doing our damn thing multiple times a day, multiple times per week? Let's see what we got. Discord. We got the everybody Twitter Spaces NFL. What up? NFL.
You,
What
you
up?
can hear
What you?
me?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm on Twitter, right? On boxing Twitter, I'm seeing a lot of people saying that Claressa ain't got no pop. Man, she ain't got no power for her. I think women boxing, they need that third minute. I
Yeah.
feel like Claressa, she could have got her out there, but it's just them 2 minutes ain't enough time to work for real. Like extra minute in each round, that's 10 more minutes of her walking her down. She'd have got her out of there. But Champ did her thing last night. And that's what you think about the show out. I see mixed signals about people saying like, was it a good sellout or not? I thought it was a cool crowd.
I mean, 11,800 or 787. That's like enough. I don't get it. Like, why? How are people saying it was not? I don't know, man. I was in the building. It felt good to me.
Right, it looked good on TV. Like
She brought
you
them
can't be
out.
seated empty seats like that.
She had people out. She had women out. The women was cheering for her. They was calling her GWOAT. That shit was inspiring, man. That shit was it was dope to see that she had her moment.
I think what's her name, Alicia Bogart. She gonna bring out the same crowd too, and then eventually they gonna put them both on the same card. They gonna pack it out for sure. Women boxing just getting bigger and bigger.
Or yeah, Bumgarner's
But
gonna be
that's
in a
all for
different
real.
arena though. She not gonna be in the Little Caesars. She gonna be in a smaller venue. I heard. Cause
Oh,
she
for real?
yeah she
Oh,
matchroom. She not doing the same arena.
oh wow, oh, wow. Yeah, she probably pack it out then. Since it's a smaller venue. I hope it's
Yeah.
a good turnout for her. I like Alicia.
Nah, her card good. She got
Yeah, she got
yeah,
Hitchens and
man. She
Love
got
on
that
there, right?
yeah. She got a good co-main on there.
Oh, and I heard y'all talking about the Shadaza Grant. I feel like Savannah Marshall, she gonna lose in 2 weeks. Hopefully, I don't know. Can Shadaza challenge for the belts? Or
Yeah,
you don't think she got enough?
she
Like,
the mandatory. She got the WBC silver, man. WBC got to do their thing. She
for
the
real?
mandatory to Franchon Cruz. Franchon get this one voluntary.
Oh, all right. I ain't too hip with the female box, but I know the names and the players, but I don't know who really the top dogs just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well then Shadaza, she can fight Shorty, and then Clarissa can bump up. They can go fight Shadaza.
Right.
Oh, I see that. I feel like that's a good path. It's all lined up. If the winds fall in the right places.
Yeah. If
But
they
that's
don't,
all for real. And that's like okay.
all right.
Oh, my fault. What you were saying?
Nah, I was just gonna say. I mean, I'd like to see her get on somebody undercard if they ain't gonna fight her.
Oh, all right. Shorty from the city too. She from Baltimore, ain't she?
Who, Franchon?
Nah, Shadasia.
Nah, Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, wow. Nah, I got mixed up with
But
somebody. Oh, wow. That's
she's
all
going
good.
down there. She's going down to Philly to spar Boots.
Oh, what? Oh, what? The Spa Boots?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, Shorty. I didn't know she was riding like that.
Yeah, she
Man, a
sparred
lot of female
Julian
boxers
Williams.
they be sparring dudes.
Well, she do. She sparred Julian Williams too.
Damn. Okay, Shorty. I'm gonna have to put on my red. I'm gonna make sure I catch her next fight.
All right.
All right.
Salute. Yeah, man. I mean, look, if there's no rematch clause, Franchon wins. and she gonna do the Shade, she gonna do the Claressa fight. She gonna have to pay Shade's a step aside, so they can pay Shade's a step aside, and give her a fight on the undercard and put her in the ring with Pretty Beast. Raquel Miller's also been waiting for an opportunity for a long ass time. You know, that's the best thing to do. Put them all four on the same card, build it up like they gonna eventually see each other. Like, gotta get people interested, man. But I got a poll here with 379 votes. Y'all suck. And I only got 103. 100. Yeah, that's sad. A little bit of thumbs up. Y'all greedy as hell, man. Sometimes, I'm gonna take a nice long vacation. Make y'all remember y'all missed this show. See how that feel. But what we got here? Looks like our poll is Clarissa Shields the greatest woman you seen box ever. Yes, she is the GWOAT. 65%. No, she doesn't have competition. 22%. Three, she needs to fight Shadeja Green. 12%. She needs to fight Raquel Miller. 2%. Damn. Why only 2%? That's crazy. See, and Raquel was here first, man. That's what I'm saying. That's the proof right there of what that other caller was saying. That people want to see knockouts. So all of a sudden, Shadeja's more marketable, not marketable, but more appealing to the boxing fan because she presents danger. You know what I mean? But that is it. I done got to everybody. I'm gonna double check these super chats. We actually got to our goal of 171, so it's on to the next one. We're gonna go skip again, see if we can get to 173,000 subscribers. Right now we're on 171,045. So salute to everybody that continues to help us grow. We appreciate it. Let me check here. Make sure I left no man behind before we close things up. Remember, we're back at you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 9 a.m. Eastern. Tyrone the Great, $2 says, this dude a hater on a tank and shields. Yeah, he was talking about that caller. Modern King, $2. GWOAT. Salute. And Life and Logic, $5. Show respect to Clarissa Shields. That is everybody. Let me double check here. I got the Cash App. Somebody wanted to get in the glove running. Looks like we got Ahmad wanted to know, can we still join the raffle? He sent his $10. So let me add you, Ahmad. And then we're gonna go ahead and spin it because we're closing it out. This is for the Keyshawn and Bomac glove. Let me go ahead and screen share so you see who won. Let's see who it lands on. Oh shit, Ahmad, ain't that a bitch? Ah, that's fucked up, dudes had double. Yo, somebody sent. That's crazy. Somebody sent 40 and got his name put in there 4 times. My man sent $10 last minute and won. Ain't that some shit? Hey, Ahmad, DM me right now if you want this glove sent out. DM me right now, cause we gotta do some shipments, and it would be amazing to get it out to you. Jerv, I'm sorry you didn't win. Motherfucking Ahmad won. He got that off. Like, yo, $10 in the last 10 seconds. That's funny. Salute, Ahmad. Yo, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. We about it. Wait, let me double check on the other Cash App, bruvs. Bruvs. That's it. Peace.